Previously on My Kitchen Rules at Central Station.
Do you realise this is like the first place I've ever met?
Quail and Chanel's breakfast
Next.
came off the rails
Overcooked.
and sent them straight to the elimination cook-off.
We're going to fight to be here, and we really want to stay in this competition.
Then
There's real people outside with real money. Are you ready for a real service?
Yes, chef!
after losing the first ever food truck challenge,
It was fatty and it was bland.
Black Apron Group, you are not safe.
5 teams were condemned to cook for their lives in Kitchen HQ.
This looks like a bloody pudding. How hard is it to cook bloody boiled rice?
And it was Deb and Reece's simple mistake
The disappointment for me was the rice.
that put them in the firing line.
Your future in this competition hangs in the balance because only one of you will survive.
Tonight, in our first sudden death, the gloves are off.
Ding, ding, ding. Today we've come to fight and love.
It's go hard
Go!
or go home.
In a battle for the ages.
We'll show those whippersnippers.
Go, Nana! Woo!
And our guest judges are back,
You will know how I feel about your food.
sending one team home in an emotional fight to the end.
Go back there, go back there.
Still want to go home, you know?
This is the night. I'm turning up the heat. This is the night. I'm standing on my feet. 'Cause this is the night. Tonight, I'm bringing it back home. This is the night. I'll make it on my own. This is the night. I'll make it on my own.
Here we are at the first sudden death. I don't know if I've ever felt this amount of pressure before. We really want to stay in this competition, so we're going to do our best today.
We're going to give it everything we've got. It's go hard or go home.
We're prepared, we're ready for battle.
Teams, this is a sudden death cook-off. It's 2 teams going head to head. Everything on the line, everything at stake. 1 team wins, and 1 team gone for good.
With each team that goes home in elimination, we're one step closer to winning this.
Today, it's UL and Chanel versus Deb and Rick.
Newlyweds versus the old dogs.
I'm not sure about the old dogs, but
We'll show those whippersnippers.
We want you to present your best 3-course meal. This is your food, done your way. And to judge your best entree, main and dessert, we've brought in the best.
Please welcome the guest judges joining us for all the elimination cook-offs. Guy Grossi,
God, Grossi, I love him. He's a legend.
Karen Martini,
I've been watching Karen for years on TV. I've got a couple of her cookbooks. I love her food.
Liz Egan,
Liz Egan just looks immaculate.
To see her in real life, it's wow.
and Colin Fassnidge.
Colin's got it going. Oh.
You gotta love a bad boy.
Teams, you can have no finer judges than what we have here. Their experience extends through every area of the food industry. Now, you're cooking for them. Judges, what do you want to see from the teams?
what I'd like to see, guys, is respect. Respect for your produce, respect for tradition.
I'm looking for great flavours and flavour combinations.
Love, passion, and personality on the plate.
Guys, I'm not looking for anything fancy. I just want good food, cooked well. But I promise you, you will know how I feel about your food.
the guest judges will try your dishes in blind tastings. They will not know who cooked which dish. Each judge will then score your entire menu out of 10. The team with the lowest total will be eliminated.
Chefs, we'll see you at the blind tastings. Yuan and Chanel, are you ready to give everything you've got?
Yeah, today we've come to fight. Being here in the first sudden death has really given us a kick up the butt. You know, it's really shown us how much we want this. We're here to win, we're here to get to the end.
Deb and Rick, married for 38 years. No other team matches your experience in the kitchen.
I think we do make a fantastic team. The other guys have only been married for a year. It'll test their relationship. We've tested ours over 38 years and we can get through the tough times. So I think we've got a bit of an advantage.
I think Deb and Rick do know how to cook, but they're not really as fast, maybe not as creative as us.
Take a deep breath. Cooking teams, your kitchens are ready. Take to your stations and put your aprons on.
Newlyweds versus Naughty Nana and Pa today. It's going to be one hell of a sudden death cook-off.
We're in this together. We're a good team now.
Ready?
We're a good team.
We just really want you, Elle and Chanel, to do well today.
They're our besties and we can't do this competition without them.
What happens in the kitchen today stays in the kitchen.
Today, we're definitely hoping Deb and Rick pull through and win this challenge. They're our MKR parents.
They are.
Yeah.
Someone's going home tonight, Rick, and it ain't going to be us. Buckle up, darling.
Teams, you have 1.5 hours to serve your entrees. May the best team win. Your time starts now. Come on!
Today's about going into battle. I'm the general today. I've got my private over here to support me. So, honey, you decide working on the tart bases?
Yes, sir. Tonight for entree, we're making prawn and avocado tart.
For main, we're making spiced lamb shank with green beans and sweet potato and carrot puree.
For dessert, we are making sticky date pudding with vanilla ice cream. We can do this, we can do this.
Our menu tonight, we're keeping it traditional and retro, but we're giving a bit of Deb's zing to it to make it a little bit different. Go!
First things first, I've got to get onto the bases for our beautiful prawn tarts, and Rick has to get onto the curry paste for the main. Honey, I've got to get the bases of the bread neat and tidy. Our entree tonight is our interpretation of a prawn cocktail. Our family love it, our kids love it. We've done it so many times before.
What's that about? I do not know what they're doing with that bread.
We've got to make sure we get a nice shape and that the bread toasts up.
Alarm bells immediately sound. This is a cooking competition. They could do a simple pastry.
The reason I'm using the bread and not making a pastry is that we want more of a toast flavour and texture.
I trust that you've got this nailed.
Yep.
Let's go! I stay on the pork, darling, started rashing it out.
Yep, that's great.
All right. Whew. Round one. Ding, ding, ding.
Entree, we'll be serving a Singaporean chili soft shell crab.
For main course, we're preparing braised pork belly with quail eggs and Asian greens.
For dessert, we'll be cooking coconut-filled pandan crepes. You know, we really want to cook traditional food because we know the flavours work. That's been our biggest criticism so far with flavours and things like that, so we don't want to fall in the same trap.
Today, we're coming with very traditional food, things that our grandparents cook, so we love the flavours of these. We know it works. Hope this menu is a winner. So with this pork, darling, I just got to brown it off right now.
Yeah, make sure it's really well sealed, okay?
Yeah. The first thing I need to do is prep the pork belly for the main. So right now, darling, all I got to do is brown it, and then after that, we're just chucking it in a pot. It needs to be stewing for as long as we can because we want it to be nice and tender. So what we're doing here, darling, is we're making the braising liquid for the pork.
Yeah. For the pork braise, we're going to put cinnamon, rock sugar, a thick caramel sauce, and a lighter soy sauce. We're looking for the perfect balance of cinnamony, sweetness, and saltiness.
So I'm just going to chuck the pork belly in here now, darling, add some water, and then we're going to chuck it on the stove, yeah?
Get that paste on.
For main, we're making spicy lamb shank with a bit of an Indian curry flavour.
Oh, good on you. That sounds good.
Nice. This curry paste is for the main, honey. Our curry paste needs to be balanced, spicy. It's got to have a bit of a kick to it, because that's what's going to make a beautiful, spicy lamb sauce.
I hope it tastes bloody good.
Honey, the bases are going into the oven.
Yep.
We need 5 minutes.
So we're making these buns for the entree, darling. They're going to go really well with our crab. I'm starting on making the steamed buns for the soft shell crab dish. So, darling, you know, we always have these buns with any kind of saucy Asian food. You know, it really absorbs a lot of just the sauce. You know, we need something to mop it up because that sauce is good.
So, darling, I'm going to start helping you with the entree because the mains are cooking.
Yeah, that looks good. Darling, I'm going to leave this to rest because this needs to rest for about half an hour. If we don't let this dough rest for long enough, you know, they're not going to rise properly, they're not going to have the right consistency, and it's probably going to be doughy.
I know you're moving really fast, but you got to move faster.
Okay, I'm going to check our tarts. Okay, I'm happy with those. I'm going to sear the lamb shanks now. We've chosen to do a lamb shank tonight for the main because it's one of my favourite cuts of meat, so we're pretty excited that we're going to be doing lamb shanks for the judges tonight.
That smells fantastic, the curry paste.
I'm happy with these. They look good, they smell good. Once the lamb shanks are seared on all sides, I put them in the pot and then I'll add the curry paste and stock. Pop them in this oven down here, please.
Okie dokie. It's all about that meat falling off the bone. If we're going to take this home, we've got to nail the lamb shanks.
How long do they need to be in there, Deb?
Hour and a half to 2 hours.
Okay, so now for this entree,
Yep.
we're going to have to make the chili crab sauce, which goes with that soft shell crab.
With the entree, the sauce is definitely the most important part. If the sauce fails, the whole dish falls flat.
Chop that really fine, yeah?
Yep,
That's
try my
good,
best.
darling. You're doing really well. For the chili sauce, we fry off the eschalots, the ginger and garlic.
You know, darling, I really don't like chili, but a lot of chili is needed for this dish.
I can smell that chili. You just got to make sure it's not...
Look how many chilies there are.
Yes!
That is a lot of chilies. And they're not just normal chilies, they're bird's eye chilies.
We're using some classic Southeast Asian ingredients like galangal, lemongrass, and these flavors really capture, I guess, our traditional food.
So we're just going to simmer it away. It's going to thicken up a little bit, darling, the sauce, and we're going to put it through a blender really quickly.
Darling, I'm just quickly putting on some quail eggs. I've got to put the quail eggs on for the main. If I don't get these quail eggs on right now, I'm gonna have to get them on in the mains, and that won't leave much time to peel every single one of them. So I've got to wait for these things to get to the boil, and then they'll cook for about 3 minutes, and then we're gonna ice them. Darling, you got to make sure you're watching the steamed buns when they are ready, and get them going.
I actually need to steam them soon, so I might have to rest it for a bit less time.
Yep. The dough's still resting.
I haven't cooked the buns, I haven't cooked the crab.
Okay, darling, I'm going to start rolling out the buns, I reckon. With these buns for the entree, we need to roll it out into balls on baking paper with sesame oil and get ready to steam them. So I've got to really get moving.
Yeah, please hurry.
There's 45 minutes to go. The buns are sitting there, they haven't been steamed, and we haven't even seen the crab come out of the fridge yet. The two biggest components on the dish, and they haven't started on them yet.
I hope they're firm. Yeah, they should be firm enough.
I'm really, really scared for you, Well and Chanel now.
I need you to hurry.
I know I'm trying as fast as I can.
It's our first sudden death cook-off, and both teams are eager to start off with a strong entree. We've got you, and Chanel, cooking up a Singaporean chili soft-shell crab.
Darling, I don't want to go home today. That clock is not on our side right now.
Up against Deb and Rick's prawn and avocado tart.
Watch out, everyone. We're bringing it home.
I'm about to start on the prawns.
Yes, OK.
We're using prawns in our entree tonight because it's a prawn tart. That's the key ingredient.
Man, look at the size of those prawns.
They're massive. They're going to take longer to cook, longer to peel, longer to clean.
We're going to cook these prawns, honey, for about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes.
Please don't overcook them, because if you do, I won't let you live it down, OK?
This is going to be a monumental job to get them done.
We've got to keep the enemy at bay.
The steamed buns are a bit of a pain.
Can you lift the lid on that steamer thing?
Yep, I'll take a break.
I'm really concerned here. You and Chanel haven't even got their steamed buns in. They haven't even started on the crab yet. I am really worried that these guys are not going to get it on the plate.
How are those prawns looking, babe?
These are ready, honey.
There is a mountain of prawns here. I've underestimated how long this is going to take.
These are big bloody prawns, honey. Under pressure.
The perspiration's starting to bead off my forehead onto my glasses.
Come here, honey. Oh, my goodness.
Start working faster.
Rick, you and your bloody prawns and me having to step in again.
Come on, guys. Grandma, Grandpa, move. They're working so slow that they need to pick up their game.
This is gonna let us down, I'm telling you now.
Okay, darling, what do we still need to do? The crab, yeah?
Crab.
Okay, you gonna do that now?
Yep, I'll get on it now. I've got to get these crabs on. I've got to be snappy. If not, the judges might be crabby. For these crabs, darling, we don't really do anything but salt and pepper them and coat them in tapioca starch and fry them.
Well, I think this is the first time they're actually going to show us where they come from.
Yeah.
Like their heritage and, yeah, hopefully they do a really good job.
Darling, make sure you take care with those crabs, okay?
Yep, I will.
And make sure they're really well coated.
20 minutes to go, guys. Come on!
Right, I'm dicing the prawns, Rick.
Time's slipping away, honey. I'm making the seafood sauce.
To go with our entree tonight, I have to make a seafood sauce. It needs to be nice and rich and flavourful.
Righto, so that's ready for you when you want to. I'll just...
Thank you. You didn't put oil in, did you?
No, I haven't put oil in. It tastes really good as it is, so
you can't have it how it is.
Don't go over the top with the oil.
I find it so hard not to add a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Not today, you're not.
Look at this. Nana, you're learning how to use a measuring cup. Are you proud of me, Rick?
I'm proud of you, honey.
That's good, honey. Come here.
Come on, go back there. Go back there.
Whoa.
Darling, do you think that sauce is reduced down enough yet?
I think this sauce is a good consistency right now.
The sauce is reduced, we put it into a blender.
But don't put it in for too long, darling. I reckon like a short zit is good enough.
Okay.
Chanel and I are newly married. I think our communication is very good. Darling, I'm going as fast as I can. I'm motoring right now.
That's good, darling.
They say darling every second word.
That's good, darling.
Yes, darling. Yes, darling.
I'm happy with these crabs. They look great. These crabs, I just got to dry them, and then they're ready to jump into the sauce, darling.
I'm gonna take one.
You take one out?
Yeah. I take one bun off the steamer, chop it in half, and it's cooked, so we just take it all off and get ready to fry them. Okay, darling, we're gonna have to plate up soon. That clock goes by fast.
Rick, I've just got to dice the avocado and we'll be done.
I think we're on track.
Under pressure, you've got to work well as a team and think that being in a long-term relationship, 38 years, that Deb and Rick will really be able to handle that pressure.
Come on, hurry up. I really need you here.
OK, what do you want me to do?
I need them diced.
Need them diced?
Not too small, not too small. Come on, don't waste your time.
Cut it into smaller pieces. Here you go, Your Majesty. Are you happy with that?
Don't want that one?
No.
OK.
There's a lot of give and take in a marriage, and I'd say in Rick and Deb's case, there's a lot of take. And Rick's going to take whatever he's getting.
I'm very impressed with how you've worked, honey.
We'll stop throwing things at me.
Come on, just put a lemon on each plate, please.
This is it. You've got just 5 minutes left.
So what we're going to do, darling, is we're going to put some sauce on the plate. We're going to stick the crabs on, legs up, put the bun on the side so they can eat all the sauce as well.
You're gonna fry the buns?
Yes. These buns don't need to fry for long. I just want them to get nice and golden, a little bit crispy, and we'll take them out, put them on the plate.
So I'm just gonna get the garnishes in a bowl so we can quickly garnish each crab.
Honey, can I trust you just to put sort of like a neat little bit of rocket on the side like that?
Sure you trust me with
Prawn's
this?
gonna go on like this, all right?
You're nearly there. Come on, guys.
Where's the hero prawn?
I'll get them. Stay there. I haven't cleaned. They need a little. Might need a little bit more.
You haven't cleaned them? My God.
Come on, guys. Move.
Finish off. Got 1 minute.
That's it, let's go.
Come on, 1 minute.
These are really nice and crispy.
You can do it, guys.
Here we go, come on, guys.
Clean the plate, clean the plate.
Finish strong.
So I need to stuck on the paper.
Get those buns on.
Oh, the buns.
On the plate. On the plate.
You've got 30 seconds left. Come on, kids. Come on.
Stand that prawn up, stand that prawn up, stand the prawn up.
Don't forget the sauce.
I think we've got enough sauce.
Not too much on the...
Here.
That's it, guys.
trenches.
Good work, darling.
Oh my gosh, really, just really happy. I didn't think we were gonna get this all together.
Well done, guys. Awesome. Thank you, teams. You can wait out the back. We'll see you here for main course. Well done, guys.
Heading to the back of the house, and I'm actually really happy. This dish is really traditional. We do want to represent our heritage, our culture.
I just hope the judges like it as much as we do.
We've done everything we can. We've just got to wait till the judges blind taste our entree.
Chefs, welcome to the blind tasting table. Thank you. We've been served 2 entrees. Let's start with team number 1.
Well, who doesn't like prawn and avocado? I mean, gorgeous classic combination. The prawns are beautifully cooked, really lovely. I'm just wondering about the case.
It's more like a piece of toast, really, than a pastry. I think it's not really adding anything to the dish.
I think it was a waste of time. I just don't get it.
It's the wrong base. It'd be nice if it would have been a short crust buttery pastry, for example.
What I do love about Team 1's dish are those prawns. They've been cooked beautifully. And the cocktail sauce, it complements it well.
That base, though, is just, I mean, you can't even cut through it.
Yeah, the bread's not cuttable.
It's like a cracker. It's store-bought bread.
Is it cheating because they didn't make their own? I think it's cheating.
I think I'm choking on some bread.
So this is Team 2's Singapore chili soft shell crab. Bon appétit.
Grazie. Thank you, sir.
I think it looks fabulous. So this is quite a traditional Singaporean dish, and I think they've done it really well. I love that they say chili and it actually delivers with the chili.
I really think they've done a great job at retaining the crispness of that crab, because I think if it wasn't crispy with all that sauce on it, it would have let it down.
I love the sauce. The crab is crispy. And then we have the bun, which I think is a misfire.
It's really heavy. It seems to be a bit doughy in the middle and over crispy on the outside.
I think they just got the technique wrong. But saying that, the soft shell crab is actually something quite special.
And that sauce was just so full of flavour. I think it was a great way to start off a 3-course menu. Thank you, chefs. We'll see you all again for the main course.
That's some really good soft shell crab. It's got a real bit of kick to it, that sauce. If I was going to choose a dish, it would have to be Quail and Chanel. Yeah.
Come on, bring it hard! Bring it hard! You can do it! You can do it!
Teams, you have 1 hour to cook your main. Your time starts now.
This is a sudden death cook-off. We've got 1 hour to plate mains, and we have to start our dessert as well. For mains today, we're cooking our grandparents' traditional pork belly recipe. So it's a stewed pork belly with quail eggs and bok choy. Both our grandmas actually cooked it for us, you know, growing up, so it's a really familiar dish to us. I need to get this rice on straight away.
Get the rice quickly going?
Yeah. Can you check the pork?
Yeah, I'm gonna taste it as well, see how it's going.
Yeah. With the braising liquid, we can't reduce it too much, otherwise it'll be way too strong, just overpowering. We want it to be kind of like a mild sauce on top of the pork.
We're just gonna bring it back up to the heat so it gets nice and warm again. We're gonna peel these quail eggs, and then we're gonna chuck them in, get them to be the right color, and then we'll see how we go from there.
This main is gonna be like no other we've ever made, Rick.
Tonight for main, we're making spiced lamb shank with green beans and sweet potato and carrot puree.
I'm gonna check the lamb shanks.
Lamb shanks are a tough cut of meat. They've got to be slow cooked to actually be edible.
A hot pot.
There's a good chance that they're going to be quite tough and potentially dry.
Yes! Oh, banana! Woo! Oh, what's the wobbly arms, Nan? I'm stoked. I couldn't be happier. The shanks look great.
Deb, you got this. They're keeping it traditional, their menu, and I'm really confident that Deb and Rick are going to pull through.
Rick, you know that we love this main, and it's one of the kids' favourites and our favourites, so I'm quite happy that we've got this chance to cook this. It's a real oldie but a goodie.
Rick and Deb are doing lamb shanks. It's a bit old school. Way too old school to be serving in this competition.
Bring it on home, baby.
Which cream do you want me to use for the ice cream? That one or the pure?
No, the pure cream.
The double?
The pure cream.
Righto.
Settle down, settle.
Yeah. I'm moving quickly because we've also got to look after some elements for the dessert, the ice cream and the sticky date pudding. Whew, there's a hell of a lot to do in 1 hour. I'm making a vanilla ice cream tonight. I want this ice cream to be nice and soft and have a really sweet vanilla taste. We don't want any ice crystals in it. So that's on. Done.
Guys, you've got 45 minutes left. You've got to put your heart in what you're doing.
That's a tedious job. I'm kind of glad you're doing it now.
My grandma used to make this all the time, and whenever I went back to Singapore, this would be the first thing I wanted to eat.
Yeah.
And, you know, no one makes it better than her, but we're going to try our best today. I don't really like peeling eggs, but I'll do it for us, darling.
I know. Hey, darling, I'm going to start on the dessert, so I'm going to make the filling first.
Okay.
For dessert today, we'll be cooking coconut-filled pandan crepes. So it's going to have coconut cream, desiccated coconut, palm sugar.
Yep.
All our dishes that we're cooking today are dishes we know.
Yep.
Dishes we grew up with, dishes we've eaten for a long time, so I think that's an advantage, you know.
Honey, we're going to show those kids how it's done, OK? We've got to teach them why it's good to stay together for 38 years. Has to be something good about it. To make our puree, you peel some lovely fresh carrots and sweet potato, pop them in a pot of boiling water with a little salt.
Now get onto the sticky date pudding for dessert.
OK, honey, thank you.
I'm making a sticky date pudding tonight for dessert. I want the pudding to be really fluffy, but still a little bit moist inside. Cakes are in the oven.
These quail eggs are so fiddly.
But the quail eggs taste so good with this dish, you know?
Yeah.
It adds a lot, so...
I didn't think peeling eggs would be so tough, but there's 46 to peel.
We want about 3 per person.
These eggs need to get in the pot as quickly as they can because they need to absorb the flavour of this pork stock.
That's a lot of eggs, and it's just, like, that's half an hour gone.
Just peeling eggs,
Just peeling
nothing
eggs.
else.
He peels one, puts it in the saucepan. Comes back, peels another one.
Why just focus on peeling them all and then put them all in?
I need to get on to the spice sauce for our main.
So what are we doing?
Go,
We're
just pouring.
This is a traditional Indian-style flavour, so a bit of spice, a bit of zing.
This spice sauce is extremely important. The shank can tend to be a little dry without it. Let me see. Yep. I need to reduce it so it's a nice thick sauce. I just don't know that that's got enough chilli in it. Rick's not looking, whacking some curry paste. Old habits die hard. Naughty Nan's just following the recipe today. She's not doing anything she shouldn't be doing.
Okay, so darling, in this crepe mixture, I've got eggs, I've got milk. So with our dessert, we're gonna have to hand make every single one of those crepes. Each one of them takes a couple of minutes, and we just absolutely won't have enough time if we do that in the dessert time. For the crepe mixture, I'm adding in a whole lot of ingredients, but we've got to add pandan essence.
Why is your crepe mixture green?
It's got pandan in it.
What's pandan?
Pandan's in like an Asian vanilla.
Sounds delicious.
Pandan leaves are a natural ingredient. When you cook them for a long time, it does actually give off that green colour.
Wow. Flash.
Teams, you've got 15 minutes left. This could be the last time you're cooking in kitchen headquarters.
And the lamb's fine. I've turned it off. It's just sitting there waiting.
We need to get onto this puree. Rock and roll.
I'm looking for that nice, smooth, silky texture. Every element on this dish has to be perfect.
Come on, we're going to have to put it through the drum in a minute. Just get that butter through it.
We don't have time to do the drum soup.
We have to.
We don't have time to do the drum soup.
Everything is riding on this. We cannot afford any stuff up.
There's no way we're going to be able to put this through the sieve and get it plated.
Come on, Deb and Rick, stop bickering, get onto it.
It's a puree and it should be smooth. It's not, it's on your head.
We don't have time and we're not doing it.
He's messing the dish up.
What do you think?
Keep going, there's lumps in it.
Does it need salt? Debbie's got the sulks with me. We've had a bit of a disagreement about the puree.
Keep it down, down.
To put that through a drum sieve is going to take 20 minutes itself. It's going to have a few lumps in it. Bad luck, that's what we're doing.
Can I do it then?
No, I want you to do the sauce.
It's on, Dull, I need it.
I have got to get this puree the way I want to serve it. I'm just hoping that we can get all the lumps out.
Debbie's going hell for leather on that puree. I know what she's thinking. She's thinking that's my head she's hitting. But we don't have an option. We've got to get it on the plate.
Come on, Deb and
Guys, you got 10 minutes left, man. Every second counts.
See how good this is, darling? Up.
Oh, good.
Huh? You taste the pork, the meat is melting in your mouth. I think this is going to be a good main.
I'm hoping to make half of these crepes during this main time. There's no way I'm going to be able to make 24 crepes in dessert time alone. I need to start making some now. This is the bit that I'm most worried about out of our whole day, you know?
Right now, I feel like I've spent way too much time on these quail eggs. I should have been doing something else. When I finally finish these eggs, I am ecstatic. I feel so excited. I am exuberant. I am...
Okay. Okay.
Okay, come on, we're going to have to start plating up the lamb. It looks beautiful. Couldn't be happier.
Is that too big?
It's not too big, but you don't need to fill it, remember?
Can you please start putting the lamb shanks on it, please?
I'm just going to stick this ice cream in the freezer.
Okay, you do that.
Good job, guys, you're doing great.
Get the plates out. I'm going to start plating up.
Yep.
This dish usually just doesn't look great.
It looks so bad. I'm sort of 50-50 on this dish right now. The pork tastes great, but that's only one part of this dish. But presentation-wise is where it's lacking. Box on the top over this way? I'm really disappointed.
I'm taking out the cakes, honey.
Yeah, okay.
I've got to get that batch of sticky date puddings out of the oven. The bloody things aren't cooked.
That is a disaster. They're just flopping in the middle.
I'll have to try and rescue them later on. There's nothing I can do.
Teams, you got 1 minute left. Don't forget your finishing touches.
Come on, come on.
Come on, get those beans on.
I'll do the sauce, do the beans. Come on, just 3 or something along here. Or you can't use your fingers.
Darling, we can't have empty sauce in here. You need a funnel, you need a funnel.
Looking at the sauce, I'm really worried we don't have enough.
Is there sauce on all of them? Is there sauce on all of them?
Just plate up, just clean up.
That one, Dal, the top of that one.
Is that it? Is that all the bunches?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's it, guys. Time's up. Thank you, teams. We'll see you back here for dessert.
Nothing huge went wrong in the main, but some reason, we're just not feeling that positive. It's completely different to when we served entree.
We've presented meals that, if we were at home, people would love.
Yes, yeah.
Are they to restaurant standard? We'll wait. We'll find out about that.
Chefs, welcome back to the blind tasting table. We have 2 mains to taste. Let's start with team number 2, the pork belly.
I think the pork's been cooked beautifully.
It's nice and soft.
Yes. Yep.
There's something missing in the sauce. It's missing some body.
Yeah. I think I was just expecting it to have more flavour.
It would have been nice to have that egg yolk a little bit oozy, I think, in a dish like this.
Would have been a nice twist.
I like the way that the pork is cooked. Actually, it's tender, but still holding its shape.
The letdown for me, though, is the sauce. I just don't think it's got enough of a kick in there. Compared with their first course, it's falling flat.
Like, completely overcooked.
I don't think the quail eggs even need to be on that dish. No, I don't go much on that pork dish at all. Sorry to say.
Let's try team number 1's dish, the shank.
It's cooked tender, falling off the bone.
Cooked beautifully.
You can't beat a good lamb shank that's tender and moist. I think the mash has a very pleasant and delicate flavour to it. It's a nice textural kind of mash. Purees don't necessarily need to be smooth.
Sauce-wise, I would have liked a little bit more sauce, but there is a lot of flavour there. There's a lot more flavour in this dish than the pork belly.
Well, I've got to say that lamb shank was absolutely delicious. I love that sauce. I just wish there was more.
There's definitely not enough juiciness in there, but the flavour is fantastic, which is great.
I'm impressed with that.
Yeah, really proud of Deb and Rick.
Deb and Rick have definitely picked up their game. Right now, it's going to be a close one.
They can pull up a good dessert and they'll pull through.
Teams, we need your final course, dessert. You have 30 minutes, starting now.
Come on, you got it!
Here we go, final course. An Aussie classic versus an Asian classic. We've got sticky date pudding versus pandan pancakes.
Oh, they're a disaster.
OK, put them straight in the
Straight
oven.
back in the oven. The sticky date pudding didn't cook properly. I can't make any more mixture and make it. There's just not enough time. I've got to make these work.
I can't see these cakes working. I really can't.
I'm hoping that the centres of those puddings will rise.
Feeling very nervous at this stage, honey.
The whole competition's revolving on those cakes for us.
I just need to make pancakes literally for half an hour. It's ridiculous. This is your favourite dessert in the world, so I've just got to make sure we execute it well.
To cook the coconut sauce for the pandan crepes, we need to add coconut cream with sugar and salt to taste.
How much do you want?
I haven't added any yet. Put more.
Pinch more?
We need to find the balance between the sweetness in the crepe and the saltiness in the sauce to make this dish perfect.
So you can't have sticky date without butterscotch sauce. Doing the sauce here, honey. I add cream, brown sugar and butter. It needs to be thick, but not too thick, because it still needs to run over the top of the pudding. 22 minutes.
Chanel, you're a superwoman, man. Your arms are going crazy. Chanel's got 4 frying pans on the go. She's throwing these pans around like a ninja.
And then she's flapping the pans around to cool them down.
She just looks like a pro making those crepes. You're doing a great job.
I'm trying to make these crepes as fast as I can, but I'm burning my hands. It's just sacrificing everything, but we need to do everything we can to stay in this competition right now.
You don't need fingers.
Who needs fingers?
You got 50 minutes left, guys. Your dessert time is half gone.
Come on, guys, let's go. Speed it up.
Go, go, go.
I'm worried about the cakes. This is our last hurrah. Otherwise, it's goodbye to the competition. Jeez, I hope those cakes come through for us. So I've just got to get this melted. And
They're coming back.
they're coming back. Show me.
They're starting to rise.
Oh, they are too. Hey, come on, baby.
Woohoo! They're rising. I'm so excited.
Like a miracle. The cake re-rose. I've never seen that.
They look great. We've saved them.
We've got a chance.
That one's a bit crispy on the outside, but it's okay.
Yep. Once the crepes have been cooked, we can add the palm sugar mixture into the crepes, roll them up, and get them ready to present. This could be the last time we're cooking this competition, so we've got to do our best to make sure the desserts are perfect. If not, we're probably going home.
We worked really hard in this competition, and I'm just not ready to go home right now, darling.
Yeah, for sure.
James, you've got 3 minutes left. Make sure you've done everything you can.
Come on, Deb and Rick. Come on, guys.
I reckon they're cooked through.
They just look ugly.
They just look ugly. We're going to go that way on that one.
Yep, good work, Rick. Yeah, come on.
Butterscotch is amazing, Rick. You've really outdone yourself. I think I'll keep you a bit longer.
They look really good.
So this sauce needs to go into those little ramekins so they can dip it.
Doing well, Nelly.
You can do it, guys.
So you've got 1 minute to go. Presentation is essential.
So good. Bring the crepes closer to the plates.
What? Oh my gosh.
Can you put a pecan nut on them here, the good ones?
In the middle of the cake.
Hey, darling, each one has... Oh, careful.
Mate!
Quick, 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 quick.
They love their sauce.
Darling, I need more, I need more. Faster, faster.
This is it, guys, this is it!
That's good, that's good.
Oh, darling.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's it, guys. Time's up. Step away from your benches.
Don't walk on the plate. Come away. Oh, man.
Did well? Did well. It's okay, you did well, you did well. Good job.
Too much stress.
You did well, you did well.
I don't know, I didn't think we were gonna get that out. And
I'm really proud of you,
it's been a
darling.
real push today. Just don't want to go home, you know?
Yeah. You did well. You did well, darling.
Teams, thank you. You should be proud of your efforts. It's all in the judges' hands now. We'll call you back in for the final announcement.
Our spot in this competition is all riding on this one dessert now. I hope the judges' taste is similar to ours. You know, we eat this all the time, so...
Yeah, I know. We cook traditional dishes. If we don't get good critique, we're gonna be so disappointed and really feel like we let our family down.
Don't worry.
I'm really upset. I don't think we've done enough.
This was your dream to do this. It's not over yet. It's not over till the fat lady sings. I mean, we got this far.
Chefs, we've got 2 desserts in front of us. Let's start with team number 1.
It's quite soft, isn't it?
It's like a fluffy pillow.
It's beautifully moist. Got great flavours. The caramel's great.
If you read on the menu, sticky egg pudding, this is it. You can't beat it.
It's a classic.
My only criticism would be with the ice cream being so sweet and the pudding is sweet, it's a little bit too sweet for me.
Well, Team 1 have definitely followed a theme tonight. Old school classics. For me, this is the highlight out of the three so far. I think they finished their meal with a bang.
That butterscotch sauce is amazing.
Delicious. I feel like Naughty Nan has shone in the kitchen today. I am really impressed.
So here we have Team 2's coconut-filled penne crepes. Bon appétit.
Merci. Look at that vibrant green colour, isn't it amazing?
It's fantastic.
Oh. I wasn't expecting that from the sauce. I was expecting just sweet.
The kick of salt.
That's like it's a real surprise. Happy surprise. The salt's the winner.
It balances it off just beautifully. I think you're right. If you eat it together, it seems to really gel.
See, I disagree. I don't like it at all. I think it's overly sweet, and I think that sauce is overly salty. I don't think there's a happy marriage in it.
I've never had anything like that, but I like it. It's quite different.
Two different cuisines. How do you pick it?
Well, that's the trouble, isn't it? It's such different tastes.
I think either team could win.
We've cooked all three of our courses. We've literally gave it everything, and I don't want to go home.
Thought of elimination, it's very upsetting. We don't want to go anywhere. We want to stay here till the end.
It's now up to the judges.
Teams, your lives in this competition were on the line tonight.
We are very, very proud of both teams and what you created. But the sad fact is, one team will be leaving.
Teams, we're about to score you. The team with the lowest total will be eliminated. Deb and Rick, you were team number 1. For entree, you presented prawn and avocado tart. Your main was spiced lamb shanks with green beans and sweet potato and carrot puree. And you finished the meal with sticky date pudding and vanilla ice cream. Our guest judges will critique first.
Guy?
Manu, Deb and Rick, your first dish, the prawns, they were cooked beautifully. And the flavours were lovely in your cocktail. I did question the use of that bread as a base for the tart. I just don't think it worked. Your lamb shanks, falling off the bone, wonderful flavour, but I would have loved more of the sauce that went with those shanks. Sticky date pudding, it's one of those classics, and I believe that yours was executed beautifully tonight. I score you a 6.
Thank you. Your menu tonight was full of love and family favourites. But this is a competition, and I really needed to see a little bit more personality or personal twist. I give you a 6.
Thank you.
Tonight, your prawn dish. The prawns were absolutely perfectly cooked. But in the time you had available, I was disappointed with the lack of technique that you showed me. So tonight, I score you a 5.
Your braised lamb shanks were cooked perfectly, falling off the bone. I got great flavour from the meat. I really loved this dish. It was a vast improvement on your entree. Your sticky date pudding. My problem was the ice cream was a bit too sweet with the sauce and the pudding. So overall, it was a bit of a letdown for me. So my score is 5.
That's pretty good, I didn't think so.
Colin is a tough marker. 5 out of 10 is a good score for me.
Devon Rick, your entree. The prawns were cooked perfectly. They were beautifully sweet and fresh.
The letdown, however, was that bit of white bread, rolled, put in a tin, baked. It was like eating dry toast, guys. The lamb shanks, stunning. I loved the flavour you got into those shanks.
Just needed more sauce. It was dry. And at dessert, you can't beat a beautiful, well-done sticky date pudding. Yours was fluffy and light like a little cloud. for your meal tonight. I score you a 6.
Guys, it was a very strong effort tonight. The score I'm giving you for your menu this evening is a 7.
Thank you.
Which gives you a grand total score of 35 out of 60.
I'm really hopeful here at the moment.
Hearing that critiques, I don't feel that confident about how we did. It could be anyone's game right now.
Joel and Chanel, you were team number 2. You started with Singapore chili soft-shell crab. For men, you gave us braised pork belly with quail eggs and Asian greens. And dessert was coconut-filled pandan crepes. Let's find out what our guest judges thought. Colin?
Manu? Your crab dish, I've had this dish all over the world, and your dish stacks up. Your sauce was great. Unfortunately, your bun was a letdown. It was a little bit heavy. Your pork belly was, you know, technically cooked very well. It was soft, it was melting, but for me, that's where it ended. I expected more flavour from that sauce. Your pandan crepes, I wasn't expecting to like these. When I tasted them, I changed my mind. The salt counteracted the sweetness, and overall, I thought it was a great dessert. Overall, your menu was solid. I give you 6.
A lot of thought went into your menu tonight, and it had a great flow. So tonight I give you a 7.
Tonight, you showed us a real snapshot of yourselves with your menu. I give you a 7.
Okay.
A beautiful traditional menu. I give you a 7.
Thank you.
Joel and Chanel, soft-shell crab. The highlight for me was your sauce. It was sensational. You could bottle that.
I've had this dish many times, but never with soft-shell crab. And I think I'm gonna go home and try that recipe myself.
Your main course, braised pork belly. Yum. It was just melt in the mouth tender. But the sauce, it just felt very flat to me. Not enough of the spices in there. Your dessert, it didn't appeal to my taste buds, which is quite strange because I usually like Asian desserts.
It is one of those desserts that you go, oh my God, it's too sweet, and then you go, oh my God, it's too salty, and then suddenly you just keep on eating and you go, oh, it's actually yum. Well done.
Thanks.
Thank you.
My score for you tonight is a 7.
The score I'm giving you for your 3-course meal this evening is a 7.
Thanks, Pete.
That's a grand total score of 41 out of 60.
We're not going home.
Congratulations, Joel and Chanel.
Thanks, Pete.
Thanks, babe.
Deb and Rick, unfortunately, you guys have got the lowest score this evening. And I'm sorry to say, you're eliminated.
It is disappointing to go home, but the oldies have to hand it over to the young ones. And I just hope, guys, your marriage and your life is as happy as Rick's and mine have been.
Thanks so much.
I can honestly say that I'm more in love with him now than I have ever been. Hey, I'm proud of you.
Oh, done, boy. Well done.
This competition has been absolutely amazing. It's lit the fire in my belly to want to keep cooking.
We're old school, honey. We'll just show those young ones what it's all about.
Awesome experience.
Come on.
The flavours were fantastic.
Manu, just for you.
Deb's definitely the naughty nan.
Naughty Nana.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
You've got to have a good time. Yes, it's a competition, but nothing says we have to be so serious and boring.
Yes.
The pain begins. I love you, honey.
It's been just a dream come true. I'm taking the love of my life home with me. I can't ask for anything more than that.